Recording hasn't started.
Lavender, lavender, lavender.
Hello. We have the guru Melvin Harvey with us today. There's no meditation today, man. Look, if we do it for the people, then we'll do that. But if we're doing it for you and I'm good, man. Are you good?
I'm good.
What about Melvin?
Why'd you pick Melvin? Why is this name Melvin?
I don't know, but are we gonna go to war right now?
What are you talking about?
You. I know, because you like this one, and I like
that
this
one,
and I like this one.
I mean, why are you going to put 50% of the screen on like purple? Like, the other one's closer. It's people can see us.
It's mainly, don't put your chin on there, buddy. You gotta lean back. It's mainly when, put yourself right here. Just relax. It's mainly when let's go with what you like, okay?
No, let's do what you like today.
No, let's go with what you like. I
like to do this one today. That one's good.
I don't like that one.
I like this one.
I don't understand why you think you like this one.
I just kind of like it. I'm partial to it.
So let's be honest.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's be honest with with our audience today. Really, dude.
Okay, let's do it.
So the honesty today is that today is actually Monday that we're recording this.
And it's your birthday.
Kevin has an amazing show tomorrow. It's a corporate at the Chelsea. And so the sound check time didn't work. And Kevin is a devout human, a loyal human. Any of his ventures that he does, it's very important for him to come through. We have not missed an episode in 31 episodes. This is number 32. And we're not going to start tomorrow. So what we're going to do, this is pre-recorded. So if you want to put comments, Kevin and I will go back and we'll read them after his event tomorrow. Do I get to come to that, by the way?
Nope.
Why?
I don't know. Because of what happened at the last event you came to of mine.
Hey, Murray here. Total bullshit. It's all I call bullshit. It's total bullshit. Kevin's full of shit. Integrity aside, he's a total full of shit guy. And so Michael should be able to go to this event at the Chelsea. Even if he's a roadie, he'll carry your microphone in because that's all you bring into these events. So anyway, hey, Murray, thanks, buddy. I really do appreciate you chiming in for me. Where are you going, Mel? You don't like Murray? So we're pre-recording it today.
I like how you thought enough to bring Murray out of your studio, but you couldn't drag that fucking microphone.
Murray just shows up. I don't drag him anywhere. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'll go see the Murray the Magician. That's me. All right.
So this is the first time we've ever pre-recorded it. So we were going to just like cover it up and snow everybody. But Kevin and I are really about being honest. So this is the honesty here. First pre-recorded episode of A Little Lavender. So how you doing, my brother? You just got back from, were you in San Diego?
I was in Wales, Vagina. Yes, and it was a surreal night, Michael. Like, we've all done some really great things in our lives. Everybody does, right? I'm not saying I'm any different than anybody else, but last night was one of those moments that really kind of touched me in a way. Thank you. This is the way it should be. Yeah. Michael, it touched me in a way that was really poignant. It was so interesting. I grew up.
What happened?
I'm working with Andy Bell, who is the lead singer of a pretty well-known group from the 80s called Erasure.
Never heard of them.
Never heard of them, right?
Of course, they're huge. They were huge. Yeah.
They were. I mean, I was one of the biggest fans of the world. I'm a synthesizer guy. It was my main instrument, right? The piano and stuff. And Vince Clarke, who is the other half of Erasure, like the synth lord. Like he started Depeche Mode and then left Depeche Mode.
He's the stat guy. He's one of the early stat guys.
He was the, you know, that whole British sort of new wave thing. That Vince Clarke is a legend. So I went to San Diego yesterday to tour manage and production manage a show and mix one of my heroes, Andy Bell, and it was just the coolest thing. And the manager came up to me during the sound check. He said, "I don't want you to be alarmed today, but Vince is coming to the show tonight, the other half of Erasure."
Did he perform?
He didn't. He was just he's a new San Diego resident. He moved to San Diego.
Why wouldn't he perform? Why wouldn't he go up?
Because it's an Andy Bell show. So, you know, everybody.
Yeah, but you bring. Okay, continue. Sorry for the interruption.
So, you know, it's surreal, right? Like surreal. So the show's done. Was so much fun mixing 90 minutes of the music that I grew up with, and then went backstage afterwards, and we're all hanging out in the green room. There's like 7 or 8 people. And just the band and manager, who's Andy's husband. And Vince Clarke is sitting backstage. And the manager walked me over and said, "This is Kevin. He's the guy who mixed your songs tonight." And he was so kind to me. He was like, "Mate,
is that the first time you met him?"
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, like, this is like...
I read
Keyboard Player magazine as a 14-year-old kid, drooling over gear I could never afford. And there's Vince Clarke, and he's after the show, and he was gushing over how well it sounded, which was like, you know, as I'm mixing, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, the dude's here tonight.
Yeah, it's pressure.
So let me show you. This is just a little snippet. This is last night after the show.
Who's who? Tell us who everybody is.
And let's just say that's me in Erasure. I mean, it's so freaking ridiculous, right?
So Kevin, so the guy on your right is
the guy on my right towards the center, or to let's start
on
at the far
on your right.
Let's start at the far left of the picture. So the gentleman who's bald like me, that's Vince Clarke.
Ah,
right.
Okay.
And then the next gentleman next to me is Stephen Moss, who's the manager. The guy next to me is Dave Audet, who's the musical director and 145 number one singles. Dave made Andy's solo music and has done remixes for everybody in the world. Really cool remixing. Very, very talented guy. He's the guy that brought me in. In front is an incredible singer. Her name's Haley Steele. And then right behind Haley is Andy Bell. And next to Andy is Jerry Fuentes, who is the guitar player. And Jerry is also subbed for Dominic Miller with Sting for 2 years. So
I saw him.
Sting's
I saw
guitar
him play
player.
with Sting. I saw him play with Sting. He's great.
Really, really great guy. And next to Jerry is Corey Hewitt, the drummer. And the young lady that's on the far side was a friend of Dave Audet's, who opened for Erasure 20 years ago. She's a singer that was in a band 20 years ago, and it was a kind of a really cool reunion of sorts to come. And this was us. Like, you know, the show was done. We're all hanging out together backstage, and man, it was pretty surreal. I said to Steven, the manager, I said, I don't fan out hard, but there's a couple artists that I will fanboy pretty hard on. And Erasure was one of those for my kids, for my childhood.
What was the change, though? Your wife and son were going to come with you, and you decided to fly instead of drive. That would have been a nice moment for them too. Yeah.
Yeah, I woke up Sunday morning. I had to be in San Diego at noon, and there was some backup on the interstate getting down. I just happened to GPS it, and what is like a 5-hour drive looked like it was going to be close to a 6.5, 7-hour drive.
Yeah.
And you take the 10-year-old and, we're going to have to stop and take a little bit of a break now and again. And I just went, okay, I'm going to just buy a flight real quick and hop a plane. And I did. And the flight was delayed. So I flew standby on a different one and I got in earlier. And really strange thing happened to me in San Diego. It's a 38-minute flight from Las Vegas. It's very close, obviously. But there was low hanging fog in San Diego on.
It's a circle.
Dude, we circled for an hour and a half.
What?
An hour and a half on top for a 38-minute flight. I kept sending Aaron pictures of the donuts we were making in the air. I kept saying, like, what the fuck? They're slowing us down. And then I'm looking at other flights because I GPS the flight when I'm on a flight. I like to follow the altitude and the speed and the direction. And I've got this app that's like perfectly real time with all flights. I'm a geek that way. And I'm watching all these other flights making circles all around San Diego. There's like 8 of them.
So this time
at different
of year,
altitudes.
Well, it is October, but it's still, compares the weather here. It still feels like summer. I mean, what was the weather once you got in? Was it pretty warm?
So I wore a black T-shirt. Aaron calls this my uniform. I wear a black V-neck T-shirt every day of the year, and it was foggy and it was chilly.
Chilly, yeah.
But the sun came out. And during sound check, I'm standing underneath a chuppah.
A chuppah?
Yeah, that's what Jews get married underneath in the temple.
Was this outside this venue?
It was outside, yeah. Humphreys
okay.
is a really cool outdoor venue.
Yeah.
And then around sound check time, all of a sudden the fog rolled back in, and when the sun went
got
down,
cold.
I looked at one of these the ushers and I was like, "Is there any way I can get one of those long sleeve T-shirts?" They had like Humphreys usher long sleeve T-shirts, and I was like, "She was like, let me go see if I can find one for you." I was like, "I clearly didn't."
Why didn't you get some erasure gear? You should have got some swag from the band.
We traveled without merch for these couple shows.
That makes a lot of sense. What?
Well, it's a lot of bands.
Who's running this joint?
Docksiders don't take merch with them.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, but a band like Erasure, I mean, I would think that's a big bread and butter for. Look at when I toured with Peter Murphy in Europe, they didn't have merch till the 3rd show. They missed out on 3rd. But what I found interesting about isn't it my turn now? Why do you got to do that move?
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, whatever. What I found interesting is outside of the stadium, there was all this counterfeit gear that they were selling.
Sure.
And I told Peter about it, and he goes, "What? Show me right. Let's go." And he walks out like through, we're doing sound checks. He walks out and he starts shutting everybody down and screaming at him. And then before you know it, there's fans all around him. I mean, it was crazy. Like Peter Murphy would actually go out and shut down the counterfeiting businesses that are out there. So a very an amazing experience for you.
It was cool. It was.
What are you doing? Cool. You're organizing something while I'm talking. I give you the platform to speak and talk about this experience, and you just. What are you doing?
I got some new stuff that I'm going to be working on in a little bit. I'm going to be putting this stuff together.
Is that dynamite? Is this for your James Bond video that you started filming today?
Well, let's not give it all away, but yeah, I got to build a bomb because
easy. It's a fake. It's You got an amazing cinematographer. You got all your people came in for this.
For my music video. You want to see a little bit? You want to see a little bit of a clip?
Wait, before you show it, you get all this because you have fans around you and dedicated people who love you and love what you do. They're contributing their time, and you still will figure out a way to go out and spend money. I love that about you. It's amazing. I can't wait till I do my next music video. I'm going to include you in it somehow, some way, because I know you will buy stuff for my production. So good. Let's see the little sneak peek of what Kevin Zucker and the Docksiders have been working on.
It's not the Docksiders.
Yeah, look at the Docksiders are coming in. Didn't Mickey come in? He's the old guitar player.
No, Mickey's not in the band anymore.
I thought, but wasn't he coming in though for this?
No, Danny is.
Danny is. Well, he's a Docksider.
Danny's the Docksider.
What did you say?
Mickey's not in the band anymore.
I know he's not, but didn't you say he was coming in for it?
Nope.
What about, was there a Michael or something? Who are you
Mike,
talking
yeah,
about?
our front of house engineer, Mike Anderson's in.
Okay, so Mike Anderson, I confused with Mickey then. All right, let's
Yep.
see your sneak peek. What do you got? Is that AI?
Yep. It's Kevin Suker.
That's it? That's all we get? That's all you're
That's all
going to
you
share
get.
with our audience? All
That's
right.
all you get.
Hey, look, Patrick's on. Hey, say hi to Patrick. Oh, wait a minute. We
Hey,
pre-recorded
Patrick.
this.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
Thanks
cool.
for always supporting Patrick. Go Packers. Go Brewers.
How did your Packers do this weekend?
My Packers pulled it out, man.
Oh,
They
'cause
beat the fucking St. Louis Rams. I almost said.
the St. Louis Rams. Well, what happened with I didn't see the Raider game. Did they even play? And I know the Niners lost by like one point. Is that they blew it at the end?
Yep. The Niners
Yeah.
suck.
Oh my
but
God,
yeah,
that's brutal.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But even more brutal, and we didn't get to talk about this. I don't
don't
think we
talk
did
so
last
loud.
weekend.
Don't talk so
Is,
loud. in your-
is
in
this
your-
on?
Yeah, don't do that.
The last time we didn't get to talk about my Milwaukee Brewers getting their ass beat.
It's okay. Nobody
Out of
cares
playoffs.
about hockey.
Gosh, that joke never gets old.
It doesn't. And the thing is that
Just
I'm
never.
susceptible when talking sports to say shit like that. You and I we were driving. Put him away. Heath Slater. You and I were on the phone, or we were driving together or something. It was the thing we told my dad about the joke because you said, "Hey, how did so and so look? What was that game?" You mentioned a guy.
Bernie Kosar.
You go, how did Bernie Kosar look? I go, I think he was great. So, and you're like, yeah, he played in the 70s or some shit. So things like that with sports with me. That joke I do, and it never gets old, and I always do it, is actually more apropos than one might think. I am an idiot when it comes to sports, really, honestly. I do like football, and I love football, but I still don't know all the players and all that shit.
You're not an NBA fan, are you?
No, I enjoy the games, but I don't. I don't really know a lot about.
Do you know the rules? You know how it's played?
I do know how to play basketball. Yeah. I was
And
an
you're
athlete.
you're not right with that body. Do you oh, here
about,
we go.
man?
Here we're gonna flex now.
Don't make me show you my no ass. I'll do it right now.
Here we go. We're gonna flex. You say with that body, and the first thing he does is this.
What are you talking about? Dude, I was a good running back, bro. Listen, in Pop Warner, I was one of the only kids to rush for 1,000 yards. You know what rushing is, right?
Why are you getting so loud? Why are you getting so
I'm
offended?
sorry.
You've
happen
lost
to be
your
a-
place of. Put your Zen ass pillow up in front of the camera so everybody can see what you're sitting on.
It's helping me. It's my ohm. By the way, I got one up here too. No, it's not there. It's right here. That's an ohm as well. I can tattoo my ass. I can sit on a pillow and I still get activated.
Show him the tramp stamp now that you got on the back.
I don't have a tramp stamp.
No, it's just called a target.
So you still activate me, even though I know you're pulling.
Why
my
are you
leg
so
and-
activated? Like why you know this is what I do with you, and yet you still get riled up.
Right? Did you hear that?
Yes, that's what Shappy said.
That's Melvin. I mean, that's Huey, actually.
You don't even know your fucking dog's name. That's Melvin. Oh, that's Huey.
I don't know who it was. Whatever. Anyway, hey, listen, we had a great weekend too. Hi, buddy.
What did you do? Did you play a show?
We did a really beautiful wedding. I'll leave the name of the couple out of this for privacy, but
Al Davis,
incredible wedding at the Wynn.
the Davises.
Al Davis, he's not longer with us. Yeah, I knew that.
Mark Davis, Matt
there
Davis,
you
his
go.
son. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. No, it was nobody like that, but it was just a beautiful wedding. It was a lot of work. Why do you know what, man? Did I do this shit to you when you were telling about your moment that you had
Sorry,
with it?
you're right. Go ahead.
I mean, really, dude. So, listen, thank you for lending me some gear for this show. We didn't use it, but I'm going to throw it through the front window of your house when I drop it off. So thank you. It's in road cases, so it'll be
no
fine.
problem. And did you replace the deodorant too?
What deodorant?
You took the deodorant stick when you left.
No, I didn't.
You did.
What deodorant stick?
That Dial deodorant stick.
I don't use Dial. Are you kidding me? I'm a little bougie for that shit. Dial.
What do you
Really?
use Mitchum?
No. Yeah, Mitchum.
Roll-on antiperspirant?
Do you know what British Sterling is?
Does he have a talk show on the BBC?
No, British Sterling was a cologne and it was soap on a rope, and
Oh, yeah.
So My grandfather, dude, talk about inventory. He had a closet full of that shit. And so he was, you want some soap? And I got into that soap. The soap was pretty great, man. It's so I'm an inventory guy, and Jolie has now become an inventory person. But so we use that Dr. Bromers or whatever, the lavender. Ooh, it's a little lavender. Hey, no pun intended. We use that soap, and it's fantastic.
Do
You know what I'm
you
talking about?
do you use Paco Rabanne?
No, I have a thing called Souchet. It's amazing, and I stick the bottle up my ass when I'm done with it, and it's great. It feels like it has balls on the bottom. You know, it's really great.
It's a
you know
classy bottle.
the problem with the bottle is when you get it all the way up your ass and you go to pull it out, that lid stays in there. It's a problem.
It is, yeah.
There's a recall on it. Did you see the
You just
post?
gotta work. You just gotta work up a little back pressure. It'll come out.
Did you see our friend Mr. Novak? He put a post up about the Cybertruck. Did you see that today by any chance?
I did.
Okay, so I tagged you because I know how much you love that truck. I hate that piece of shit, and I didn't know that they have recall issues right now. Is that true?
I don't know.
How do you not know? This is current news, man. About what are you doing, buddy? I think he wants a bottle of cologne up his tookish. Anyway, the wedding was incredible. It's corporates are a lot of work, and
Did I ask if it was good? I don't.
You did, and I got ADD'd and then came back. Okay, so you could humor me on finishing.
I think your dog needs something.
You got to go to the bathroom. Kevin and I are going to talk for another 9 minutes, so you can suck it. It's okay, baby boy. It's okay. Anyway, yeah, great gig. Grateful for the work. My team, I love my team. Everybody involved in our act is just from the Danny Falcone, Kevin Molinex, Kevin Molinex, Eric T. Walt, Jolie, Brittany. We're losing Brittany. She's got a bun in the oven, which is amazing. Yeah, very cool. She's so excited about it. But anyway, who else is in it? Jack Roth, Chris Nichols, Roni Marone did a great job. Roni got asked to be part of the quartet early during the ceremony, and she said yes, and she went and she nailed it. And then, of course, Paige Trefella, Chris Nichols did as well. It's just a good team. You know how you got to be malleable on corporate events, flexible, adaptable.
Sometimes you do.
Well, you could. I'm not like you. You're like, nope, not doing it. That's the contract says this. You can go fuck yourself. You're that guy. I'm not that guy. I'm like codependent. I want to I'm sure everybody's happy, and to a fault at times. And I could use a little more of what you got. And I believe, if I do say so myself, you could use a little more of what I got. But you are an ass kisser too. You're very good at that too. But you do it in a way that's like, fuck you. And the guy's like, thank you. Oh, that's great. For me, I'm like, oh, what can I do for you? Thank you. That's great. You're fuck you, which is weird.
I'm not a fuck you guy though. That's
you're an artist manager type.
But it's not like, to me. There's not like, I don't think there's a reason to say fuck you ever.
No, but you go no, and by the way, no is a complete sentence, so you can go fuck yourself. That's what you're saying by that, right?
Not really.
Anyway, back to me, dude. Our 10-year anniversary show. I cannot believe that I asked you to call Noel and say, hey, we're going to go dark that night. And you wouldn't.
Is that still happening? You haven't canceled that thing yet?
Why would you do that for me?
How haven't you canceled it yet? You got to sell some tickets.
We sold 200 tickets. How am I going to cancel?
Come on. That's not enough. You need to sell more tickets. Look, we're going to hold a telethon, ladies and gentlemen. Please call in with a pledge to buy tickets for the Reckless in Vegas show at the Aliante Casino, Saturday, October 19th, 2024, 8 p.m. There's 485 tickets left, and let's put people in there so Michael can have a great show. Please, it's the 10th year anniversary. If I wasn't playing, on the strip, I would be coming.
If you were a real star, you would just say, I'm not performing that night because my dear friend Michael Shapiro.
I care about my fans more than you do. I would never do that to my fans. I appreciate
that, but I
would never do that.
Well, you asked me why didn't I want to cancel? Dude, we sold 200 tickets. Why would you tell me I would walk from our friends and families and our fans that had paid money for the tickets? You're an idiot, dude.
Why are you so riled again? Here you are, just talking loud. How much caffeine have you had today?
I've had 1 cup, and then I went to the dentist, and he numbed up. I got what do you call it? Decay under some fillings. I got to get 2 crowns. You know what the cost of 2 crowns is today? Exactly.
$8.
I'm not going to get riled up. You don't care.
How
You
much
don't.
is the cost of 2
They're
crowns?
$1,900 a crown. That's $3,800, dude. That's
Listen,
crazy.
this is where you fuck this up all the time, and I don't mean to call you out in front of our 3 people that watch this bullshit. But what you fuck up all the time is I've told you I'd do it for $600 a tooth. Why?
crown?
Yes, I would do it for $600. Don't pay $1,900. Come to me.
So you took care of your wife's mouth work she had done recently,
I did.
right?
Yeah, she's still just getting the boot print off her chin.
Your father wasn't the guy that tied the floss around the tooth and slammed the door, right?
No.
Great movie about domestic violence. It's nuanced, but it's Blake Lively. Do you like her? You know who that is?
I like Blake Lively.
Why did Blake Lively not marry Blake Shelton? They'd be Blake and Blake. But anyway, great movie. It's called It Ends With Us, and it's a powerful movie. I think it was theatrical. We watched it. We streamed it. And it's about domestic violence and covert domestic violence. Which, by the way, what you just described, the boot print on your wife's mouth because you took her tooth out rather than go spend the money at the dentist, I would say that classifies as abuse. So you should watch the movie. Maybe you'll learn something.
Not if she likes it.
That's true. I'll give you that one. Yeah.
It's not abuse if she's asking for it.
Where is she?
Aaron!
Get in here. Yell at her. Get in here right now. Come here,
Over
Aaron.
here, Aaron.
She can't hear me, right?
You can't hear you because I'm listening in ears. Tell me what you want me to ask her.
How's her mouth doing?
How's your mouth doing?
I finally feel like a normal person.
She finally feels like a normal person after
Mostly.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We can hear her.
Mostly.
So have her come on camera. Make her go on camera.
Come on camera. Please. He said make her go on camera.
I said please.
Then he said please.
Hi.
Do you want to put this ear in so you can hear
Put the
one
ear in, yeah. We're being graced by the incredible, the beautiful Aaron Suker. So you're feeling improvement on your mouth?
Finally.
Well, so Kevin
I'm not feeling improvement on her mouth.
You're not using it yet. Kevin said that he knocked me. I need to get 2 crowns. Right now he got rid of some decay all the way to the where the nerve is. You can see it's translucent. So he did some kind of a Band-Aid on it. He says it should be okay, but you got to wait 3 weeks. If no pain, we can put a crown on it. Otherwise, you're going to need a root canal. By the way, the crowns are $1,900 each. You need 2 of them. So Kevin says to me just now, and I have video to prove it. Oh, why do you not come to me? All this, I'll do it for $600. I did it to my wife. There's a boot mark on her face still. I could see by your beautiful face that there's no boot mark on your face, that he made up that entire story.
I'm in San Diego yesterday doing this gig with Andy Bell, and my wife.
I'm sorry, who's the gig with?
This wonderful woman. This wonderful woman texts me. I hit my head on a cabinet.
Yep.
And I have a bump on my head.
I do.
And she's like, "This is going to be the thing that people are going to say. Oh, you really hit your head on a cabinet.
I mean,
what's going on in the
pretty
Suker house?
fake, right? I walked into a cabinet, but I actually did. It was right here.
Aaron, so we started this portion of the conversation out by talking about a movie that Jolie and I watched last night with Blake Lively called "It Ends With Us." It's a movie. It's a movie about.
It's a movie based on It's a movie based on a book.
So you know the book? Did you read the book? So
I'm not a fan of the author.
She doesn't read anything that isn't a golden book.
it's a powerful movie about more nuanced and denial around domestic violence, which brings me back to your forehead. What really happened? You can tell, Kevin, we're safe here. I will come over and kick the fuck out of him if you want to be honest about it. So go ahead and
you could actually look at the text message. I texted him last night while he was in San Diego.
And I was in San Diego. I have an alibi. I have the confirmation code for my airfares.
So you paid somebody to do your dirty work then for you, huh? You paid the cabinet to whack her in the forehead.
It hurt.
I'm sorry that happened to you. So are you feeling okay? How many fingers? How many fingers?
5. There was a 5 in there somewhere.
Oh, so you're not seeing the 2 there? Weird. I think you should go to the hospital. I did that the whole time. What were you saying? Something like this? Yeah, that's called concussion. Thanks for joining us.
I thought I had closed it and I didn't. So.
Do you know how many times I've done that?
Oops.
And I'm fine. So you're going to be just fine. Oh my God, I have whacked my head on stuff so hard sometimes it's like I see Tweety birds.
Yeah, I I just honestly, I said to him,
See,
it sounds,
Tweety birds.
it sounds like a typical abuse, excuse. Oh, I walked into the shower door. Oh, I walked into a cabinet. Oh, I
Can,
fell down.
can I tell you? This is an embarrassing story, but I want to share. I got to share. I'm going to be honest. It's a Little Lavender. It's all about honesty. There was a time when I was into some pretty dark stuff. Of course, everybody knows, right? But here's the thing: I was dating a gal who, while in the action, wanted me to punch her. And that's what she needed. And I finally gave in to her. And I didn't go very hard with it. But what I did do is that she ended up, and it's what she needed to get to that spot. And she was black and blue. And so we were at Jack in the Box buying food or whatever. And this woman comes up and she looks at me with a face and hands her a card and says, "You don't have to live like this anymore." Now, at the time, I'm like, no, you don't understand. But like, I love the community support in that, but also when somebody comes up to you and says that to you because you got him, you're gonna say, "No, Kevin, my husband would never do that."
Right,
But
which is why it sounds like an excuse.
I'm gonna start a rumor on social media that I think there's something going on in the Sucre family, and so
Well, look, no other bruises, so
it's makeup covering up.
it's got to be some pretty good makeup to cover up those kind of bruises.
It's a problem in the world, and there are, it doesn't have to be physical contact with a person. Breaking stuff is scary. I used to smash guitars, right? And I never hit anybody. Well, but I punched the wall. Well, that's domestic violence. That's abuse, and it is a problem. And women have become empowered and supported to speak up to that kind of stuff. But yet there's something that happens in the psyche. You love your man enough to where he didn't mean it. That's what the movie's so interesting, because she reframes the experiences in her mind that they were accidents.
Right.
It's a well done film, and I think that people should watch it because we can actually reflect upon our own relationships and where we might inadvertently be a perpetrator. Yelling can be scary, especially for kids and whatnot. So don't take his shit, Aaron. I got your back. I will beat the fuck out of him. Speaking of perpetrating violence, I will perpetrate violence on your husband in response to his violence to somebody else.
Was it a musical?
The movie?
Thanks for having me on.
Love you, Aaron.
Yeah, she's done.
I didn't want to be in my face.
I wouldn't want to be in that household after this podcast ends. I'm going to keep you on
right along in search.
Moving right along. Okay, so you got show. So your week is you got a big corporate at the Chelsea tomorrow night. You've got you're flying out of town. You're gonna shoot more video content for your music video. For There's No Time to Die. What's it called?
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die. Which is killer.
You haven't heard it yet.
Yeah, you shared it with me. You want to blow. No. You want to blow. You're competitive because you want to blow Vincent John.
No, I'm not. Oh, you said that.
You're full
I'm
of
not.
shit.
I'm not.
No, it's just a war.
I played it for Vincent John.
And how did his little butt pucker up?
I don't know. He called me and he said, "I love it. Great job, dude." Like a good friend would.
So, and then you're flying out of town you got a gig out of town for Friday night.
Wednesday night I fly to New York City. Thursday New York City. Friday I turn around and come back here because I got shows Friday and Saturday.
Oh, you are playing Friday and Saturday. Okay, I thought you were just playing on Saturday. So busy week, man. I don't know how you do it, brother. It's amazing. You're an inspiration to those who want to have an ambition that totally robs them out of the moment. What are you running from, Kevin Sucre? Are you running from something? You heard me. Deflection.
I got up at 4 a.m. today to get on an airplane at 6:05.
You don't have to yell about it. You gotta relax a little bit, man.
I'm not worked up like you get. You get worked up.
I do get worked up. Yeah. All
right.
Is
that like natural for you?
We're at 35 minutes without a guest. I think it's time to. Let me ask you a question. Hold on, let me get it all ready. Hold on. Okay, so I do this. Okay. So Kevin, what